depending on where you're watching me from. My water, of course. Have you seen the video that I've uploaded for the unboxing of the Stanley Cup? If not, please go and check it out. Give it a like, leave a comment. Today, I want to show you how to make granola. And I got all the ingredients from Healthy You. And let's do this. Sit back and enjoy the video and make your own granola because it is healthy, and when you make it at home it's cheaper than when you buy from the stores. So first, the main ingredient is oats, and here I got the organic jumbo oats. And then I have sesame seeds, I have pumpkin seeds, I have almond. I'm going to chop this almond into small pieces. I have flax seeds. And then we go to the fruit. This is cranberry. I have raisins. I have diced mango. And I have sunflower seeds. So maybe I've left out one or two ingredients depending on your liking, but this pretty much will make the granola that I want to make. What I will add is coconut. I have coconut that I will add into this mix. So in the recipe I would use cinnamon, I would use vanilla essence, I will use oil, and today I'm using coconut oil. So on top of that, I've shown you the fruits and the seeds and the oats. I'll use brown sugar, but then you can use brown sugar or honey, whichever one you have. And this is coconut. I'm going to add this into the mix. First, you have to grind the flax seeds so that your body is able to digest and absorb the nutrients properly. So please, when you're using flax seeds, make sure you grind them first. So I'm going to use the grinder here. So our flax seeds are ready. So for the dry ingredients, you mix them up in a big bowl. So we go in with the flax. You don't have to grind sesame, but I can give it a light grind. Sesame. I didn't give it a full grinding. You can see the seeds are still full. So next I'll cook the other seeds. We have pumpkin, we have sunflower, and then we have the oats, because I'm using all of it. Let me just cut it. So we have the oats. The oats make the largest ingredient, at least for me, for the granola. Then I'm going to dice these almonds before I put it here, to cut them into small pieces. And for the fruits, you don't put them while baking. You will mix the fruits in once the baking is done. So I already diced the almond. I'm listening to Stephanie Ike Okafor.
As long as I'm saved, that's it. But if that was the case, the moment you got saved,
so our dry ingredients are here. And so we now mix. Mix.
Because it's in salvation that you can begin to part.
So the coconut oil is here. So I've decided I'll use both honey. So you just put honey. I think that's about it. And I'll just add a little brown sugar. Yeah. So that's the honey. I'll put just a little sugar for that touch of sweetness for the granola. Let me use this.
But from heaven to earth. That is why when we see Psalms 103 verse 19, it says, the Lord has established his throne in heaven.
This is 2
and his kingdom
tablespoons. And then in there I will add vanilla essence. Just a little. And then I'll also put cinnamon. I think I should have put cinnamon here. Let me put 1 tablespoon here and a little more here.
Because in heaven you see the government of God.
So if you want to add ginger, you can add, but I don't think I'll put ginger.
So the moment Satan began to rebel,
So I have ginger here.
he lost his position.
Do I want to add ginger? Maybe just a little. Just a little ginger for me.
He lost his place.
Although ginger is good, let me add like a teaspoon of ginger. So let me mix in the cinnamon and the ginger. See how it looks?
But they were never the issue. The issue was man stepping out of his function. Because when the serpents, first of all, you just see the nature of Satan. He takes his time to study all the animals.
And then mix in the wet ingredients together. This is what will give the color. By the way,
you need to know who is the betrayer. Knowing them does not mean you cast them out.
Oh, it has become nicely dark. Some people heat this up, but you don't need to heat it up. Just mix it here. And then I'm going to mix it here before we put it in the oven. So mix the wet and the dry together.
Was God ordained to answer the question, what is man? Was evident in the life of Jesus. Because Jesus took authority.
Let me use my hand
Jesus showed us what it looks like to have
so that I mix in everything nicely. Java. It will cost you a lot, but you can make it at home. Yeah. So we are going to bake this for 20 minutes in the oven at 150 degrees Celsius. And at an interval of 8, I will go in and mix. And then at an interval of, I think, 15 minutes, I will add the coconut. Don't put coconut in the beginning because it will easily burn.
Not just a person on this earth, just to survive and live and just die. I have to give account to the things you have placed in my hand. I have to give account if what you have given me reflects your counsel. Now, Lord, what resources do I need? How can my hands be strengthened? How can
150.
my hands be empowered to
Start with that.
when you think of your community? When you think
And
of
that
your
is
nation,
that.
when you are burning.
So we are going to put the coconut and now put it back for the final baking. Okay. So good. So I'll put 3 tablespoons or 3.5. Mix in the coconuts properly. Put it back a bit. First batch is ready. This is the second batch. I'll show you the first batch. Let me put this one in. All right, so let's come back here. Look at this. Look at this granola, guys. The granolas are ready. So we'll now add in the fruit. So point to note, because of the sugar and the honey and the fruit, granola will then be, the sugar will be, I don't know if it's high, but it has sugar. So if you're someone who doesn't take sugar totally, then this may not be for you. So that's mango. Let's put cranberry. Cranberry, and raisin. I'll just put a little. I don't want to put a lot of raisins. So I've kept some here. My daughter can snack on these ones. So once you put your fruit, you just mix it up, and then I'll now put in the jar. So I have this jar and the other one. I don't know if this will be enough, but I have another big one like this. So let's put the granola inside the jar. The other jar is here, and I'm just going to pour this inside. And we are done. So when you're scooping it, make sure you don't scoop just fruit. So our granola is here. So those are our granola. Let me put this fruit over here.